Hello, Chris Green here with the Flood Insurance Guru. Today we're talking about excess flood versus private flood. Which one's better for you? Which one's beneficial? Well, first let's talk a little bit about excess flood. If you've seen one of our previous videos, we talked about exactly what excess flood is, but we'll give a brief description. The National Flood Insurance Program policy maxes out at $250,000 on residential and $500,000 on commercial. So what excess flood then comes in, it provides additional coverage on top of this through the private market. And so let's just say you have a $750,000 house and you had the first $250,000 through the National Flood Insurance Program, and then you put the rest through excess flood. So that's exactly what excess flood. Now private, as I said, even though excess is a private flood market policy, private you can also do a standalone policy where you don't have to do that first $250,000 through the National Flood Insurance Program. You might say, what's the benefit of that? Well, one of the big benefits is you have one policy. If you have excess flood and you have the National Flood Insurance Program, then you have two policies. And what happens is you have to wait for the National Flood Insurance Program policy to be exhausted before you can take advantage of that excess market policy. So as you can imagine, this could be a very lengthy process, but it doesn't have to be. Let's just say you had a private policy for $750,000. You go to file the claim, you deal with that one company, getting those coverages taken care of, getting the claim settled and all that. So it can be a quicker process. And it's actually one of the things we recommend here at the Flood Insurance Guru. Because one of the questions we get is, do I have to do a National Flood Insurance Program policy for the first $250,000? Now, depending on your bank, you might have to. If you've got something like a government loan to this date, they may require that. And then you could go and take that excess flood out on top of that. But generally, if you're going to be getting those higher coverages, most banks will allow for a private flood policy. And it makes it easier for them too, because it's just one policy to deal with. So these are some of the benefits of excess versus private. As I said, excess is like stacking bricks, but then private might be having one wall with one brick is a good way to look at it. And you're not having to connect a bunch of different stuff. So if you've got questions about excess flood versus a single private flood policy, which one might be right for you, please reach out to us, floodinsuranceguru.com. Go to our YouTube and our Facebook channels where we do our daily educational videos, The Flood Insurance Guru, or just give us a call, 205-451-4294. Thank you.